Hello Professor, this is Swaminath. I'm going to demonstrate my project that I've done with Arduino, Flask and Salt. And this is my Arduino setup. Currently red LED is turned on, showing that I haven't logged in. And this is my login page. Is this quality good enough? Yeah. You would see here Arduino Swami there, and current temperature is 75.72, and currently I'm running on the port localhost and port number 5000. This is my salt page. This is my HTML SD card page. It's showing 75.72. Now I'm going to log into the particular URL 10 and 5000, which is the port number. Now it's loading, and so I've gone to logged into the page, and you see get request is successful. Let me just open my terminal. This is my SD card folder, and this is the database table that I have created. I'm using currently. You could see here currently there are a couple of users, Swami and admin. This is a SHA-512 applied password. The password is pretty big. You could see here password is pretty big and goes on. And this is the salt. I'm storing the salt as well. I'm not storing my original password. This is my upper and lower range for individual users, so I'm doing the extra credit requirement here for per user limits 65 and 73 for Swami, and 67 and 72 for admin. Now I'll close this table. Now I'll go to the login page, and I'll log in with Swami, and I'm entering my password, and I'm going to click login. If it is valid, it goes to the login page, so it shows you're in the login page. And I'll go to the terminal. This is my SHA-512 applied hashed password, and this is my what is it? This is my key, salt key. So post request is successful. I'm going to the get welcome page, and I'm in the welcome page. There are three options. Home one. If I click home one, and I'll be prompted to an option to log out. If I click status, I'll see the current status. If I click range, I'll see the current range. So before modifying any, I'm using temperature sensor here, same like what I used for the previous lab. I'm using same. I'm reading from analog pin A1 in the same way that I've done for the previous thing. So I communicate through bridge, and let me read the current status. So current status shows out of range, red LED is turned on. Red LED is turned on. Why is it out of range? Let us see. So in the table it's 65 and 73, and the current temperature is 75.72. So current temperature is out of the limits that I've given. So the red LED is turned on. So what I'll do is I'll go back, and if I click range, I'll be prompted to enter a range. Since I know the temperature is 75, I'll give a range, say 70 to 80, and now it should be in range. So it's showing in range, and if it is in range, then green LED will be turned on and red will be turned off. So green is on and red is off. So it recognizes my user inputs. You could see here from the table 70 and 80, and we'll go to the database table and see whether it got reflected or not. So I'm going to the database table, and you could see here for Swami 70 and 80 that I entered got reflected from 67 and some 73. 65 and 73, so it got reflected 70 and 80 that I entered for Swami. Now what I'll do is I'll close this thing, and I'll again go back, and I'll modify the range again here, say 70 and 72. Now it should be out of range because the temperature is currently 75. So it's showing out of range. And if it is out of range, we'll see on the terminal that it's out of range. And if it is out of range, green will be turned off and red will be turned on. So red is turned on. So you could see here, status message that I print here, red LED is turned on, so red LED is turned on. So I communicate through bridge, whatever value I use bridge client, and I communicate the temperature limits through bridge, and Arduino receives that and it appropriately highlights a particular LED. Now we'll go to the table and see whether it got reflected or not. So table is here. So I've changed, now it's got changed to 70 to 72 from 70 to 80. So you could see here, whatever value I've printed the values here. So 70, 72 I entered, got reflected in the table for swarming 70 and 72. Now I'll close this table again. I'll go back. So I'll go back here, and if I click home button, I'll be prompted to log off. Hello boss, log out. So I'm clicking this, I'll be logging out of swarming. So I have logged out of swarming successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into the second user that I have created. Admin, and password is also the same. So you could see in the terminal, say SHA-512 applied password and salt key, and post request and get. I have gone to the welcome page. This is the welcome page for the new user. The same thing. Let us check the status. Status button will display the current default values for the limits that are in the table. So I click that. So it's out of range and red LED is turned on. Red LED is turned on, and let's see why it is out of range. So currently in the table the values are 67 and 72. So the temperature is 75, and so it's showing out of range. Now what I'll do is I'll go to the range. So we'll again modify the range, say 70, and this time to a higher value, say 90, and so this time it should be in range. So it's in range. So we'll see in the terminal that 70 and 90 that I have entered has come. So now green LED should be turned on, highlighting it's in range, and red should be turned off, and green is on, red is off. So now what we'll do is we'll go to the table and we'll see whether the value got reflected. That's from 72 to what we have entered now. You could see here, I have entered 70 and 90. Now it's got changed to 70 and 90 from 67 and 72 for admin. So currently it's in range and green LED is turned on. Now what we'll do is we'll go back again here. We'll just enter this, we'll just modify this value, say 80 and 90. 80 and 90 for admin. It's out of range, so it shows out of range, and I'm printing the value on the terminal, 80 and 90, and let's see whether the other LED is getting turned on. So now you'll see red LED is getting turned on, green is off, showing that